Good evening, Kabir.
Good evening.
I would like to thank you very much for giving us this opportunity to talk to you. And we really appreciate your support. Um, First of all, let me congratulate you, then wish you long life, prosperity, and God guidance to become number one in Ijesaland. We have,
You are welcome.
thank you very much. There's something I have seen in the city itself. Uh, Unique kind of architecture, like olden days buildings still standing, but with a kind of unique creative uh, hands that you cannot find elsewhere. In fact, the only place that I've seen that is in Lagos Island, just a few drops because even in Lagos Island, hardly you can see it. But here, every corner you go, there are those houses. How did that come about?
Well, thank God my great grandfather, Ajimoko the First, was brought back to Nigeria after the slave trade was banned. And he brought with him wealth and resources from his then master in around a Belgium area, and they have regular contacts. He didn't treat him like a slave. He exposed him into many things. So on getting home, he brought all those experience into Ijesaland. Take for example, it's on record that the layouts almost over 100 years ago of Ilesha, is very unique, very easy to drive around, and very easy to go from one street to the other. In survey institutions, Ilesha Road are described as one of the best in the country. So ditto in terms of these buildings that you can see around Ijesha, these are things, he and other brought from abroad. For example, our town hall is it's about 100 years now, but it's an architectural masterpiece. Same our churches, like the Anglican churches, Iloro, Omofe, then the former Methodist Church building, which was later rebuilt about 50 years ago, was another masterpiece in the area. So those are the factors that help to bring those buildings into Ijesaland.
One other issue that Kabir I would like you to comment on is the issue of the highway from Ibadan leading to Lefe and Ilesha. Let's call it's an international highway because there's a lot of tourism potentials around from Ilesha to Oshun to Ekiti. While we were coming back today, we've been to Igogosi, and the other time we were at Ijesaland Falls and so on and so forth. But the highway has been in a very bad condition. We need you to speak on that and
It's a pathetic story uh, born out of the system. The contract was awarded about, I think, 8 years ago under this, what they call Sukum finance. But the money was not flowing easily and hence the slow pace. Unfortunately, uh, the, the since then, naira has been devalued from around 300 gradually to 5, 6, and now, at its lowest value of about 1,600 per dollar. So this now rapidly escalated the cost of finishing the project. And, it's almost triple or a little more, almost four times the original cost. And, civil servants, they are usually afraid of blackmail, afraid of probe, and so on. So they are, everybody is reluctant to push it through. So that has starved the road of funding. And that's why you see so many portals, those strategic as the road is to the nation. We have universities from University of Ife to Afe Babalola University to Oduduwa University, Elisade University, and some beyond. And then even for travelers from Ibadan, Lagos, if they want to go by road to Abuja, this is the path they they drive through. So it's then you like you rightly mentioned, even the our tourism will have grown better if not for this bad and dangerous situation on the road. Uh, Look at Kogosi, look at Eri, look at Osun Osogbo. These are tourism potentials, if well developed, will have attracted foreigners to Nigeria because they have their unique features. But nobody wants to go through this death trap because the portals are so many. I had very bad experience when I was vying for this throne about 4 months ago. In one trip, we ran into one of these portals. We lost our tire and our rim. And in the process, and it was in the evening. So in the process of fixing it, you know, I faced the danger of either, oncoming vehicles running into us or armed robbers, coming to attack us. Yeah, I was full of prayers all through while we were trying to change the tires. And for on the same trip, when we were coming back, in one on one pothole, we lost two tires, two rims, to the extent, and these are bulletproof rims and tires. So we have to order replacement from Lagos. We left and managed. one of the other cars we brought jam pack ourselves, and they have to. They didn't come back to Lagos to us until late in the evening because of having to come and go back, fix the tire. Ditto when a friend was coming from Lagos, I told them, don't take Oshogbo Road and not uh, all the way to Ilesha on that highway. But unfortunately, between Ibadan and Gbongan, where they have to turn off, he too experienced ran into a pothole and got his tire puncture, his rim, was damaged. So it's and that day that I was telling you of losing two tires, there were so many people who have similar problems. And you can see from their cars, these are people, as you leave Lagos traveling down hinterland, the purchasing power of our people is low. So you can see that these are 15, 20 years old cars that they are just managing, to drive around and do their, daily work in search of food and comfort. So many were on the road damaged, in a similar manner. So I making inquiry from the National Assembly, those committees in charge of the budget. I spoke to them. They said initially they voted 40 billion for the project, and later they said they put additional 10 billion. But looking at the stretch, which is over 100 kilometers, you know, you can't do any, you can't go far with that 50 billion when you think of the low value of naira and most of the things you use for road, either equipment, asphalt, and so on, they are foreign based. So my plea to the minister and the contractor is to do first use that fund as a partly on palliative measures, fill those deadly potholes on the road. Like I said, these are roads where future leaders of University of Ife, Oba Oduduwa University, Elisade, uh, Afe Babalola's universities. These are many students plying that road, not to talk of, the other successful men who will have loved coming home to either see their families and so on, but they are scared of the danger on that road. And in the evening, it's also a source of a good spot. They are good spots for the armed robbers because if you are familiar with the road, you just have to slow down at every point, and that's how they can just invade the travelers. So I appeal to them to do this, put emphasis first on the palliative, then whatever is remaining, they can start use it for the proper road work on the road. And I will also appeal to our president, to see what he can do in terms of supplementary budget for additional fund for that road, because it's not for we people in Ilesha, is or its environ. We from Lagos to Abuja, from Abuja to Lagos. These are the roads people take. And in the interest of all Nigerians plying that road, Mr. President should please inject more fund into the project. And whatever they are able to do this year, when they are doing 2026 budget, they should please put in enough to really complete the road. I also use this occasion to appeal to other prominent Nigerians using this road, to also use their influence in the society to ensure the road is given priority between now and 2026.